Hey guys, 7WD Rocks here. It looks like I am live, and this is Saturday night's Kickout, and it's going to be a show where I'm talking about all wrestling, whether it be WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, and PWG, and more. And I'm just going to talk about what's happened this week from last Monday all the way to today, which is Saturday. As you can see, it's not even nighttime, but I wanted to do this just because it's my first show, and I want to just, test things out, and it should be a lot of fun. Now, we're going to get right into it. Let's talk some wrestling, and the show intro did right there. It's going to be, 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to try to make it not too long, but I'm going to have a lot of fun doing it. So here we go. We got WWE Championship matches not meaning anything. Now, I say this, of course they mean something, but if I was talking to my buddy Charles about it, you know him as WWE TNA 1152, go check out his channel, and basically we were talking about that the WWE Championship match at a pay-per-view no one's really cared about that match since, let's say, WrestleMania 30. Extreme Rules, Dan O'Brien defending against Kane, everybody cared about Shield versus Evolution, no one cared about the championship match. Payback, there wasn't even a championship match. What was it? Money in the Bank. Everyone cared about the other Money in the Bank match, and plus the WWE Championship Money in the Bank match wasn't that good, and that's in my opinion. And I've heard a lot of people say that too. And now Battleground's coming up. Everyone knows Cena's gonna win. Everyone knows it's just heading into SummerSlam. So I'm just thinking that's really weird that the WWE Championship really hasn't meant a lot. Now that has a lot to do with Dan O'Brien getting injured. I'm not saying it's his fault, but it is what it is. And so I think the first WWE Championship match worth caring about since WrestleMania is going to be at SummerSlam, and I think that is awful. I think Battleground is just a pay-per-view just to get out of the way to go into SummerSlam. I feel like Battleground's literally setting up SummerSlam, and I just don't think that's how a pay-per-view should be. Let me know what you guys think about that. And I just think that it's weird, the W Championship is supposed to mean this big thing, and now on a pay-per-view, it's not really being defended in a match worth caring about. On Raw, we saw Plan C. It was the seed. Paul Heyman said it. He came up to Triple H and said, Seth Rollins' Plan B, and don't forget about Plan C, and then walked away. So it has been set. Plan C being, of course, Brock Lesnar. Now, I think this is great that they're going to be showing Brock Lesnar. They're kind of hinting at it. I like that. And I actually heard that the Raw after Battleground is going to be Brock Lesnar coming back and maybe doing someone Cena, or maybe just beating up somebody just to show that he's back and he wants the title now. And I think it's cool. So as of now, it's been set. The seed, we're gonna be seeing maybe a few more hints. But I honestly think Brock's coming back next Monday, this Monday actually, and it'll be the aftermath of Battleground. So that'll be cool, and be setting up SummerSlam. The World Heavyweight Championship officially being retired, as we saw when John Cena made his entrance last Monday night. He gave the World Heavyweight Championship belt to Ric Flair. People are saying it's now retired. I think that is the case. I think we won't be seeing it. It'll only be one belt now, and I think that was a smart idea. I think it was kind of stupid when they said there was only one belt, but really he still held two. At first it was cool to have, but I think by, let's say Payback, when the championship wasn't even defended, I think they should have just had one belt. And but that is what it is. I'm glad that it was given to the true legend, the guy that's record should never be broken, I believe, but I also do believe records should always be broken. And I think John Cena will defeat Ric Flair's record. I don't want that to happen, but I do think it inevitably happening. Reigns becoming the new Super Cena. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but Reigns doesn't have a big moveset. As of right now, he comes in, he gets tagged in during a match. Let's say a tag team. He gets tagged in, crowd goes hot, hits some big moves, that he always does. He hits that thing where they're lying on the apron, and he just, kicks them from the outside of the ring. And he gets the big Superman punch, spears them, and that's it. I honestly think that Reigns is starting to become the Super Cena, and I don't really like that. I think SummerSlam is going to prove. I don't think Battleground's going to prove it. I think he has to have a one-on-one match to really prove that he can do 10 to 15, even 20-minute match, and not, get either tired or show the same exact moves, because that's something no one wants to see, I believe. But Do I think John Cena should pass the torch to Roman Reigns? Absolutely. Do I think he's going to? No. But I do see Reigns becoming another Super Cena, to be honest. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but it just seems like he's doing 5 moves, hitting this big Superman punch, getting the spear, and that's it. And I think that's kind of I just think it's kind of getting bland. Like, Cena has his 5 moves to do him. So why do we need, if Cena's not gonna leave, he's not gonna be gone till like 5, 10 years from now, and we have another guy just doing the same exact thing, and I just don't like it. But I do think at one point Cena needs to pass the torch, and I think it should be to a guy like Roman Reigns. And this is my prediction right now. You heard it here first. I don't have any viewers right now, so I don't think anyone's watching it live. But heard it here first. I think Brock's gonna win the belt at SummerSlam. He's gonna carry it over to Night of Champions, and I do think Roman Reigns is gonna beat him at Night of Champions. I think somehow Brock's not gonna keep the belt till WrestleMania. I don't see that happening. It could, but my prediction: he's winning the belt at SummerSlam and dropping it at Night of Champions. That's all I see, because the WWE only has him for 3 pay-per-views, and they didn't use him on Extreme Rules, and so I think they're going to use it on SummerSlam. He wins it, gives it on Night of Champions, and loses it, and then WrestleMania it comes back to do another big match, maybe against Roman Reigns. That'd be cool. But, yeah, moving on, Sting in WWE 2K15, the man they call Sting, he is finally in something WWE-related. I think this is great. I know a lot of people were very disappointed. The promo was awesome. I just have to say that promo was awesome with him, and I just thought it was terrific how they did it. But now I think this is the stepping stone for Sting into the WWE. The people say he's still not signed to a deal. I don't get what he's waiting for. He can, he's Sting. He can do whatever he wants. He's, it's his life. I'm not trying to say, Sting, sign a contract because I want you in WWE. No, he can do whatever he wants. But I don't get what he's waiting for. It seems like every interview he does, he says, it's inevitable that he's going to join WWE. He's only here to do one last match, and that's with Undertaker. So why is he waiting to sign a contract if he knows the last thing he has to do in wrestling is to fight Undertaker or just do something in WWE? He said he was happy to be with the WWE family for once, and I think that's great of him. I think a few years overdue. I think he should have signed a while ago, but that it is what it is. I'm glad it's better late than never. I'm glad he is back. I do think this video game thing is showing that one day he will do a WWE debut, an actual televised event. He'll come out, he'll do something cool, and I can't wait for that day. I do think it's gonna happen. Let me know what you guys think. I don't see anybody watching this live, but if you are watching it for the first time, when I'm done with it and it's been pre-recorded, thank you for watching and thank you for tuning in. I really don't have a lot of time to do long videos, and because it just takes a long time to do like a 5-minute video to upload it. So I'm glad that Google Hangouts lets me do this and lets me do a longer video and it uploads right away. Apparently that's what people have been telling me, so hopefully this does even air. But moving on, Battleground matches I am looking forward to. Of course, not looking forward to the WWE Championship match. I'm glad that the network allows you, network, honestly, Battleground, if the network wasn't here anymore and it was, you buy pay-per-views, if Battleground came up, I honestly, as of the card right now, I honestly would not buy it. I think there are some good matches, and I'll let you guys know what the matches I'm most looking forward to. But I think a championship match, the WWE Championship match, should really, really let you guys know that, okay, this is a pay-per-view I need to see. And it just seems boring. It just seems it's not going to be a good match. I'm sure it's going to be decent. I'm sure there's going to be cool spots. We know Cena's walking out with the belt still, going on to SummerSlam. And but I will tell you the matches I'm really excited for Battleground. For Battleground, I'm excited for Chris Jericho versus Bray Wyatt. I'm excited for the Usos versus the Wyatt family, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan in 2 out of 3 falls. That match I already think is going to be the match of the night easily. And then the last match, what was it? Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. I think all those 3 matches are going to be fantastic. I do think Jericho and Bray Wyatt's going to have a funny finish, because I do think that match is going to happen again at SummerSlam, but we'll have to wait and see. And but I'm gonna make my predictions video tomorrow, so I won't give my predictions right away. But those matches I'm most looking forward to. Also, I just got these news today. It's not even in my notes. I just remembered it though. Ricky Steamboat, yes, the legend Ricky Steamboat was released by the WWE due to budget cuts. I got this information from 24wrestling.com. because of budget cuts, they released a legend, and that's just weird. That seems like anybody could get released for like a legend like Ricky Steamboat, and he's getting released. I don't know. That's weird, but I just want to let you guys know that. Oh, I have one viewer. Thank you for viewing. But yeah, that seems like anybody could get released at that point. That's kind of makes you nervous. But moving on from WWE to TNA, tonight was, or I'm sorry, not yesterday, Thursday was Six Sides. It returned, and it was a really good night. And honestly, it really comes down to a ring, whatever, how many sides the ring has, whether it's 4 sides, whether it's 6 sides, 8 sides, who cares? It needs to come down to the wrestling. It doesn't matter about the ring. Yes, the 6 sides is awesome, but it still needs to come down to the ring, to the wrestlers and what they can do in the ring. And Thursday was a great Impact. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was just really good. The main event was awesome. I'm sad that I think the Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Lashley match should have ended Impact. I know they had that segment with Devon returning, and that was awesome, but I think Hardy versus Lashley was such a good match that it should have ended the show. But it is what it is. And it was a great match. And if you guys missed that episode of Impact, I would definitely go back and watch it. It was really good. And at first, I was like, wow, this is going to suck. Why are they starting off a show like this? New York City, Six Sides returning with a promo. I did not get that at all, but the show just picked up and just kept going, and it was a really good show. Also, I had an idea, not an idea, I'm sorry. TNA, have you guys noticed that TNA has defended the TNA Championship mostly every week on free TV? Now, I know with the 4 pay-per-views, they kind of have to defend the belt on TV, on free TV, but because they only have 4 pay-per-views a year. So I'm thinking that's definitely a good thing. It's awesome to see a champion defend his belt week in, week out. I think that's awesome to see. I think it makes good television, get some ratings. But it also seems like when the pay-per-view does finally come around, it feels like that him defending the belt, whoever has the belt at that moment, it seems like if they're doing it on pay-per-view, why would I buy on a pay-per-view if I'm just going to see a championship match the next week? Because that's honestly how I felt when I bought, what pay-per-view was it? Was it Slammiversary? Yeah, right? Yeah, I think Slammiversary was the last one. Yeah, it was. Slammiversary, I just felt like, no, it wasn't. I don't know. Was it Lockdown? I don't know. I felt like after one pay-per-view I got of TNA, I think it was Lockdown, where they defended the belt, and then like the next week he defended it again. The next week. Eric Young just kept defending the belt, and I was just like, well, why would I pay money if I'm just going to see another championship match that possibly could even be better than the pay-per-view match when I could get that for free? Just a thought. I don't know, and I just think that they should kind of slow down some of the title defense. It seems like every week they're doing a title defense. But for a New York City taping, yeah, I completely agree with them doing a title match. That was a smart idea, and it was a good match for that. But let me think. Is that all I got about TNA? I also have a kick-out segment. It's a segment I'll end out the show, so I'll talk more about TNA. Sorry, I don't really have that much info on it. But I also want to talk about tonight. Yes, right now. It's probably happening right now, to be honest. Kevin Steen, his possible final Ring of Honor match is happening as we speak. Not as we speak, but you know what I get. You know what I mean. Kevin Steen, he really really helped out Ring of Honor. He's really does a lot with independent companies like PWG, Ring of Honor, and more. And the guy is great at what he does, and I'm really hoping that WWE doesn't ruin his character. But you could say that about Sami Zayn. When El Generico left Ring of Honor, you could have said, oh, WWE's going to bury him. But really, they haven't buried him. I know he doesn't get a lot of wins, but he is their go-to guy. When WWE goes on live events and stuff, the 2 NXT guys are usually the champion right now, Adrian Neville, and Sami Zayn. It's always Sami Zayn. So I don't think he's being buried at all. I think Sami Zayn's doing great. I really hope Kevin Steen does great. But tonight's last Ring of Honor match, and I really do wish him the best because he is a great Ring of Honor wrestler, and he really put a lot into that company, and he was a good champion, definitely. And hopefully him and Steve Corino right now are just tearing it up and stealing the show at Ring of Honor because he deserves that. And it's Ring of Honor, those fans take it seriously. So guy like Kevin Steen, you saw it with CM Punk, saw it with I'm sure El Generico, even though I didn't see it. But guys like Kevin Steen, when they leave, it's a big deal. So that's really good of him, and I really wish him the best in WWE because I know WWE should be a wrestler's dream, and if it isn't, it is what it is. But it should be their mindset. WWE is your dream. But yeah, so I wish Kevin Steen the best, and hopefully him and Steve Corino having a great match. Match of the week. It's getting close to the end. This went about 15 minutes, I think. Match of the week, easily Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Lashley. It was a great main event. I wish it would have gone longer. I wish it would have gone to the final few minutes of Impact, but it was awesome. Jeff Hardy did a swanton out to the outside onto steel steps. Bobby Lashley got out of the way at the last second, and it looked like it hurt so bad. And it was just really cool moment. And it was like, dang, did he seriously just do that? And he got right back up. He didn't get right back up. He fell over, of course. He sold the move. Bobby Lashley picked him right back up, put him in the ring, and speared him in half. So hats off to Jeff Hardy. That was such a good match, and I really enjoyed it. Also, the one viewer I do have right now that's happening live, if you are commenting on this video, I honestly don't know where I would see the video. So once I get more used to it, I'll start doing comments. I'll start looking at it. But thank you for watching. I really do appreciate that. And so if you're commenting and you're wondering why I'm not answering them, that's why. But I'll get the hang of it once in a few weeks. But thoughts on the entire week? I thought it was a good wrestling week. It was very. I know Raw was setting up for Battleground. I haven't watched NXT. I'm sorry. I know I should, but I haven't watched NXT today. I didn't even watch SmackDown. But I saw a few segments. It seems Seth Rollins possibly got injured, but apparently they made it look like he got injured, so it would take the focus off of him and more focus on the Battleground participants. And I completely agree with that. It shouldn't be about Seth Rollins. I know he's Mr. Money in the Bank, but it should be about the guys in the WWE Championship match. But it was a good week. I really enjoyed it. I thought the promos were the best, like with Bray Wyatt and Chris Jericho. I thought they did a great job. Even on SmackDown, I saw that they did some. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins did some great promos. So I thought for Raw, it was more of promos and setting up than matches. TNA was more matches, and I think they did a really great job. And it was a good wrestling week. I really enjoyed it, especially TNA. I think they really stepped up. And if these New York tapings are going to be like the last episode, then I'm really excited for TNA in the upcoming weeks. And let's say the kick-out segment. This segment is basically going to be anybody that thought this week of wrestling wasn't good or was boring or something. This is the segment where I say all the good things, because there's too much hate in the wrestling world. I think we need to talk about the positives. So as I'm starting off this kick-out segment, of course, the wrestler, he does that big kick-out at the end where there's still life left in him. This week was a great wrestling week. I really did enjoy it. Just to prove that people say, it might have been boring or something, TNA sucked or something stupid like that. Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Lashley was an amazing match. I would just watch Impact just for that match. That match was freaking good. And Raw, it set up a lot of good matches. I know people are saying, the matches weren't that good and blah, blah, blah. I can't even remember the main event of Raw, to be honest. I think it was was it a tag match or something? I don't know. But it was setting up, and I think Roman Reigns came out on top like he usually does, which is kind of what I talked about earlier, how he's looking to be like a Super Cena, could be Super Reigns. But it was a good week, and I really enjoyed it, and I wish I would have watched NXT. For Raw, the promos were great. Jericho, I know people were chanting boring during Bray Wyatt's promos. That's just stupid. I think his promos are fantastic. I think him and Jericho, I think the Battleground match is really just leading into another SummerSlam match. I think that's when we're going to see real good promos from them. But it was a good week. Hopefully this kick-out segment did make you want to watch the wrestling week if you missed it, because it was really good. I'd watch it just for Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Lashley, to be honest. Rhino and Dreamer fought on Impact. That was great. So Impact really stepped up, and I thought it was a great episode of Impact, and I can't wait for more in New York City. And I know Destination X is on the 31st, I believe. Wow, my throat hurts. I really should have gotten a drink before I did this, but it is what it is. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I think I went like 20 minutes, maybe a lot longer than I expected. But so like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you're watching this live, I have 2 viewers now. If you're watching it live, thank you for watching. And if you missed, I know one viewer just joined. So if you missed the first half video, go back and watch it. And thank you for watching. And I really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at 7WRocks. This was a lot of fun. I really think I'm gonna enjoy doing this on Saturdays. And let me know what you guys thought of the show. Let me know what I could work on and stuff. And yeah, just let me know my critiques and critique me and stuff. But also say some positives, because I don't want to feel like I messed up a lot. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter at 7WRocks. As always, have a nice day, guys. I had a lot of fun, and wrestling's awesome. I love it. Thank you. Have a nice day.